Great to hear. So, what are your hopes for the future?
Um, well, I'm hoping to remain healthy and competitive enough to keep racing for quite a while. I'm 58 now. I've got a good car, good crew. My wife's supportive. I got a good motorhome and trailer set up, so I'm ready to go. I got support from Nick at Nitro Racing. They're based out of North Carolina, like almost everything is in the racing world, it seems. And So I've got a good thing going. I'm hoping this year to sniff at the podium. But like I said, I had targets as far as lap times and have raced in the series last year, so I've had a good sense of what I was looking at. And I'm hitting my targets, but the targets have moved. Like I said, the competition stepped up. We got a lot more cars this year than before, and some really good drivers, which is great. I got out of the GT class because I'm not going to say it got boring, but it got to a point where if I didn't have a mechanical, I pretty much was guaranteed to win. I think two races I lapped the second place guy by 2 laps. And I'd actually mix it up with the TA2 cars in my Corvette. One time finished in fourth overall, even. Um, but and it was a lot of fun. Not to take anything away from anybody, but I wanted to get into. I have a lot more fun finishing sixth place and fighting my tail off than a win by 2 laps. So I'm hoping this year, if everything goes well, my pace is picking up. I've been talking to Thomas Merrill, who's a former champion. He's giving me some coaching. And showing me how this car I have to drive it totally different than anything else I've known, whether it's motorcycles, cars, go-karts, you name it. It's a different kind of car to drive. And I'm starting to come to terms. I had a real good race going at Laguna Seca recently, battling with the points leader, and actually caught and passed the guy who ended up second on the podium. But then I had at one of the restarts, I put myself in a bad spot and got pinballed. Literally got hit 4 times in one lap. None of the hits were my fault, but it's my fault for being in a bad position. It's a tough pill to swallow to admit that, but you have to, check out what went wrong and why, and what could you do different the next time. And so I learned a lot. But in the meantime, my pace was improving, and I felt like I had a shot at sniffing at the podium that day. And even though I ended up with a DNF, that was rewarding to know that I'm starting to see my goals, which is, see if I can step on the podium this year. Next year, I'll be racing the West Coast full time and hopefully jump on some national East Coast stuff. And I should be a regular podium contender next year. I'm predicting, I'm hoping. Um, and again, competition stepping up, but so am I. And then, I don't know if a win will ever be in my sights in the TA2 class. There's so much talent that I don't see why I can't sniff at it here and there. And that's really, at this point, I've won so many things in so many series that I know I can't win everything everywhere, but I feel like I can come and put some hurt on some people and kind of surprise people that at my age, I can. They don't expect me to be who I am when I step out of the car, and that's kind of fun.